they're printing even more and the market's taking off again.
Do you think you can time it? Can
Well,
you get out right before it crashes?
That's what we teach people how to do, is how to look at it. Because, listen, the market, this is what people don't understand.
Yeah.
When you look at the stock
if
market,
you're a day off, you lose everything.
Well, it's not even a day. Listen, you will lose some, but even like when you look at 2007, the crash back then, Phil predicted it. Phil told everybody it was good. He didn't say this day, this time.
I see.
But what he was able to do is, instead of his people losing 40%, we saw that the money was starting to go down, so you went down 5%, but now you started shorting it and you profited on the way down.
I see.
So a lot of our members made 30, 40% during the crash when everybody else was losing. I mean, we have some very hefty testimonials where people go, I can't believe this, you saved my retirement. But the thing is what we teach people to do, you know, when you talk about go to any broker, any kind of financial class, there's two ways to look at it. There's fundamentals, there's technicals. Okay, fundamental people tell you technicals is voodoo and all that kind of stuff. Years ago, fundamentals, you look at the PE ratio, what the company was making, what their product is, you tried to analyze the company and all that good stuff. All that is disconnected from the market now. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
What matters is, are the institutional buyers buying your stock? Are the big hedge funds? Because that's what moves the price up, is all the speculation. So what you need to do is you need to follow the money. I don't care what the company does. I don't care what new product they have, any of that. Now, when earnings reports are coming, that's the only time you get out. You stay out of it because you don't know what that earnings report's going to do. So all the money in the world could be going into it. The earnings report comes out down and it gaps down on you. But with the exception of when they're reporting earnings, you basically just follow the institutional money up, and then you can follow the institutional money right back down.
Okay, so when the earnings report's all, you convert to cash.
Right. On a particular stock, but like if you're in an ETF or something, there's no, there's no earnings report.
All right.
But
well,
yeah,
that's interesting. You know, my portfolio is about $50.
No, we have
the penny stock.
Believe it or not, well, we do not. We tell people to stay away from penny stocks, and the reason for that is anything under $5.
Yeah.
It has to be at least $5. Has to trade. We
so
used to
I
say
can get 10 shares.
It has to be at least $5 and trade over 250,000 a day on average. We used to say 500, but the market volume has been pretty light recently because then otherwise institutional buyers will stay away from it. And when you get into something like that where the institutional buyer is not buying it, what will happen is it's easier for the market maker to manipulate that stock.
I see.
So a lot of people want to get into these penny stocks to buy cheap and make a score. That's not what we do at all. We just teach people how to consistently make a return.
But a guy with $50, he might just well buy a lotto ticket.
No, that's true. No, we do have guys that start off with us that maybe have like $5 grand, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Even then, that's probably a little bit too low. But if you have as little as like, say, probably 10, 15, you could actually do something like that.
I'll never have that kind of money.
You know?
Yeah.
But
once upon a time I did. I lost it all to the insurance company.
Oh, that's a shame.
So here's the insurance company, and here's me. I'm driving down the road, and some woman makes a left turn in front of me, and I hit her. Yeah, so I'm staggering around, you know. You know, I thought she was dead. She wasn't. Car was totaled. Mine was totaled, you know. So anyway, the fire department fished her out, took her to the hospital. She actually wasn't hurt very bad. But I thought she was dead. I mean, I really did. I had internal injuries, you know, things you couldn't see. So I'm over there trying to get well, and I kind of go to this doctor and that doctor, and nobody's really doing anything. And so anyway, for about a year this goes on, and I'm making a left turn, some woman rear ends me at about 50. Yeah, just, the radio came out of the dashboard, right in my lap. I mean, it's like, whoa. So I staggers back there, says to her, "Are you hurt?" She's bleeding like crazy. She said, "No, I'm okay, but I can't find my cell phone." She was talking on the cell phone, not paying any attention to.
Right.
She says, "Oh, did I hit you?" I said, yeah, you did. Okay, both of these women had insurance. And the insurance didn't want to pay anything. Meanwhile, I'm paying for my medical. You know where the money went.
No, I'm saying, same story happened to me.
Did it?
I couldn't walk for almost 2 years
Yeah.
because of the accident. I was stopped at a light.
Yeah.
Guy was driving a commercial vehicle,
Mhm.
a transportation vehicle.
Mhm.
Luckily, didn't have any passengers.
Mm-hmm.
Had a history of drinking problems. Had a suspended driver's license. Driving a commercial vehicle.
Really?
There was state troopers on the side of the road that had somebody else pulled over.
Yeah.
We were stopped at a light. Apparently, he was busy looking at that. About 55 miles an hour, right into the rear of us.
Ooh.
I was holding a laptop. That was our GPS. The USB back. This was
Well, you
years
weren't
ago.
driving.
No, I was in the passenger seat, but the
Okay.
USB thing ended up lodged in my knee,
Ooh.
and that's how I ended up with my kneecap on the side of my leg.
Ooh.
Long story short, same thing. I had to pay for all the medical shit.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
everything,
So
and-
I had IRAs. I had bank accounts. I had, everything that a guy who's preparing for retirement is going to have. And I spent it all trying to get well, while the suit is going on against the law, against the insurance companies, and the insurance companies have a deal in Florida. The attorney, the plaintiff's attorney, is not allowed to tell the jury that there's an insurance company involved.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you're suing some poor penniless little old lady or some poor guy that's got a drinking problem, and you don't get peanuts.
Yeah.
And the insurance company gets your whole net worth, and so, geez, oh gosh.
Yeah, I learned all that the hard way.
Anyway,
What makes it even worse is my first surgery that I had.
yeah.
The surgeon screwed up and didn't do the job right.
See, he drowned it in there.
And
It's one way to get bugs, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sue him either. So.
Oh yeah. All right. So if I could
Well, it was a
come
pleasure
and,
having you in here.
okay, if I could come and do you every week.